Hey, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie, part two. Today is Sunday. It is October 19th. Wow. I can't believe we're halfway through October.
I know. It's just going so fast. We say that all the time, but
We do.
oh,
We absolutely do. So anyway, we're happy to be with you again today. And, Jewel, everything's okay at your end, right?
yeah, everything's great.
Good, good. And everything is okay here. So
And
we
you
hope you're all okay.
sound so much better.
I am. I still have the cough. I still sound kind of, but I'm definitely feeling loads better than I've been feeling. It's just a slow recovery. I'm old. I'm just not bouncing back. So anyway, and I understand this is a nasty one that's going around. So yay me. But we're thick in the middle of fall. I mean, this is not a good color season for fall because of the weather and the way it's been. But we are seeing some trees starting to turn finally. And we've been in a drought. It's raining today for the first time, and I can't remember when. So farmers need the rain. Anyway, everything's okay with you, right, Jules?
Yep, yep, everything's great. I have been enjoying the bits of color that I have seen. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm going to flip to my desktop because we're going to get started. Oh, yes, I am. All right. We are doing some online exclusives. And the one we're using this week is Pine Tree Trimmings. And so it is a bundle. The stamp set is 12 photopolymers. So we have 3 different styles of trees. We have some packages, a bow, some ornaments, a star. From our house to yours, a Christmas tree, sending Christmas wishes, and 'tis the season. So it's kind of a nice set to do some things with. The dies, I love this. This is not the first time we've had these little tiny sets of dies. This is it. So it is a set of 6 dies. So you can die cut the tree, the star, the bow, the presents, and some garland.
I like
So
the small dice because that means a small price tag.
yes, and very convenient. Put it in with your stamp sets. Ta-da.
Mhm.
All right. So we've mentioned, or maybe you've heard, the new packaging that starts with the November online exclusives. And I just wanted to, I'm not going to go through all the stuff that I got for online exclusives. I just wanted to share with you the packaging. So this is how they're going to come now. So this is a bundle called Petals of Beauty. And so the photopolymer stamp set, it's like all it is like the die sleeve, the paper one, and it has the stamp set in there, like so. Same thing with the dies, Petals of Beauty dies. And so while it's not real big across here, it is listed here. And this lets you know that these are the dies. Because sometimes, we just buy the dies. We don't buy the stamp set that goes with, right? So,
Sometimes.
so
And then
dies.
convince me I need the stamp set, and I end up getting it too.
See, there you go. So these are taller. I think they're like 9 inches. And I've been kind of noodling around how I'm going to store the new system. I'm probably going to keep them together. Maybe I'll rubber band them together and put them in alphabetical order in little bins that stand up this way. So I'm still kind of working through that. Julie, have you decided what you're going to do?
I haven't decided. I saw someone say that they were organizing by like occasion. And I
Mm.
saw one person share an image of baskets that she got, and the current stamp sets and those envelopes fit in the basket. So she just kind of mixed them up and put them all that way. So I thought that
Oh,
was a good
interesting.
idea to do.
Yeah. And I know some people are interested in saying, all right, I'm going to convert everything. I want them all the same. So Stampin' Up! Is going to sell these packages of the envelopes. They come 10, I think 10 to a package. Stampin' Die Organizer. So that's an option for you too if you want to convert all. I am not going to convert all of mine. Um, So like I said, I'm still noodling about it. I better hurry up and noodle faster. Ah, okay. So um, I want to share with you a couple samples that I did. So when I pulled the stamp set out, I was thinking what popped into my head first was simple stamping, new crafters, and how would they be able to utilize this set? So new crafters may have very few supplies in hand. I remember Julie telling me this when I first signed up all those many decades ago. She said, "Mom, the formula is SIP, stamps, ink, and paper, and that's how, what new stampers need to get started." So for paper, it's a good. I think the note cards and envelopes are a good way to start. There's, I think you can get a lot on the note cards and envelopes, and they might not have many inks. Um, so I've got a few projects here. One, this is my simple stamping or for the new crafter. Oh, Christmas tree. I just stamped and stamped off a couple times. And I have to bling. I'm sorry. I know most maybe new stampers wouldn't have some bling. And then I just did a banner cut on a Christmas tree. And I just stamped a little tree in the corner on the inside and also on the envelope. So this is just a cute little card that new stampers, if they don't have a lot of supplies, can create. So
Love that.
then the next one is the casual stamper. And this is a stamper who, is learning. She's building he or she is building their collection. And so maybe they have a few more things than our beginning crafter. So this is for the casual crafters. So they might add some designer series paper as a background. And I switched to old olive for this one. And they might add a second color. So this is cherry cobbler and maybe some baker's twine. And what I did here is I took a Stampin' Blend, which I was going to show you and then put it away,
Oh,
and some of our regular rhinestones. And so you can add color to our rhinestones and get any color that Stampin' Up! Offers to put on your card. So then what I did is I stamped an inside greeting and stamped a tree. And then this designer series paper, I had some scraps left over, so I made a little stand for the tree.
oh,
So that to me would be what a casual crafter might use. All right, but I'm going to show you an Avid project. So I've switched my greens to shaded spruce. We have a lot of beautiful green colors and I couldn't decide. So that's what I did. All right, so I'm going to get out some of my supplies and excuse me, measurements will be in the description. Let me get all this. Come on. So my card base is shaded spruce, 8.5 by 5.5, and I'm going to make a gatefold, so I'm going to score it in just a minute. I have a piece of basic white for the inside, and I took our Spotlight on Nature dies, and I die cut out the largest circle. This happens to have the radiating one, and I also die cut the Christmas tree in here. This is going to be my background piece that's going to go kind of underneath it. I was playing with this, and so I have all kinds of different things that I've been trying to work on with this. And I feel like sometimes I'm channeling my inner mom because she was never satisfied with her project. Whether she was painting or making a card, she was always working on it. Okay. So the other thing, I feel that way about this project. So I brought out my tree shaker domes. They come 10 to a package. And there it is. That's what they look like. I have one kind of pulled here already. So we're going to make a shaker card with the tree dome. There's several different ways of doing a shaker card. This is one of them. So I also pulled out my gold shaker stars. And I pulled out my shaded spruce and gold ribbon. This actually goes to another suite with the stencils and the snowflakes, and I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head. But this goes with that suite. So I think it's pretty. I like it a lot.
I think that's the elegant pine snowflake.
Yes, I believe you're right. I do believe you're right.
Another online exclusive.
Another online exclusive. All right, so we are going to um, do some stamping. And on my smaller circle, I am going to stamp this tree. Actually, I'm going to pull this out. Now, it may not look like it's going to quite fit, and that's okay because we're going to put a star at the top of this tree. All right. So on this piece, which is going to be on the front, I'm going to stamp, and this is where I could either just do one on either side. I could do a whole grouping of them. I don't want it to look too sloppy busy. So I think, and I'll show you the one I did earlier. I am going to, I think, just stamp one on either side.
Oh, I like that.
It needed a little something, something here. Okay. And then I am going to, I did it, didn't I? I did. Okay. All right.
What happened?
I put a stamp away I need. But,
Oh,
that's what I do. I think, okay, I'm all set. I even told Julie, I'm all set. And then, no, I'm not. All right. So I'm just going to stick this on here backwards. And I'm going to put this guy right here. Huh. Well, I didn't quite get that. So let's flip it over and do it again. There we go. That's better. All right. So the other thing I'm going to do on the inside is, I can't believe I did this. I'm putting all these things away.
oh.
All right. No, I don't need that. But I need, yeah, from our house here, but I'm not going to do that. All right. Put that back. I promise you, I'm together here. So the one thing I want to do on this is I want to, I'm going to close this up before I get it all over me because I've been transferring ink all over the place again. Is I'm going to use some of the ornaments and put them along the top. On my sample, or one of the things I was working on, I actually put them all over the tree, but I think that was a little bit too much. So I'm just going to put the ornaments like right along here because my shaker elements will be towards the bottom, was my thought process.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Well, of course, I didn't be, I learned it after, I figured that out after. It was like, oh, wait a minute, I've got too many ornaments on this tree. All right. And I know there's a little spout, but there we go. Heat up this heat tool.
I got disconnected for a second, but I'm back on.
Okay, no problem. I'm just embossing the ornaments in gold on this tree. And that's it. So what we want to do is it's going to kind of come through like this. Okay. So I want to And to keep the gold star shaker elements from just because it's like static or something that's in here.
Mm.
So I also took my rosin bag and I just kind of rubbed it in there a little bit to try to prevent it from doing things like that.
That's smart. I like that tip.
All right, so what I'm going to do now is just put some of these gold stars. Some people like to put a lot in there, and I tend not to. But we will see. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of smush them up here to kind of get them away from the edges. And take off this adhesive backing. And put this right over our shaker. So we have our shaker. And then this is going to would be put on here. So I'm going to use some tear and tape, I think. I think that's the best way to secure this. Have you thought of another way, Jules, to better secure?
Um, no, the shaker frame has adhesive on both sides. So,
Really?
yes. So,
I tried to peel it off.
um,
Look at that. Oh, Julie, you're brilliant.
and then a little tear and tape on the sides where the circle is.
Yeah,
But that'll keep it nice and tight around the window.
boy, it sure will. I was thinking to myself, why don't they just put adhesive on both sides of the frame? Oh, yeah. I'm just going to move in with you, Julie, and be done with it.
All right. We got a room for you. Dad can come too if he wants.
Well, do we want him there? I'm teasing. I am so teasing. Oh, we went to the pancake breakfast at church this morning, and Dad was selling 50/50 raffle tickets. And normally there's a ton of food left over. They ran out of food. I mean,
Oh
the
no.
workers didn't, he didn't get breakfast.
Oh.
I know. I know. Poor Daddy. Okay. So now it's secured, right? So now what are we going to do with this thing? I'll show you. So I am going to bring out my paper trimmer for the scoring blade. And I'm going to go 2 1/4. A good score. And some people will score both sides. I don't. So we're going to get one side done like so. Then we're going to fold this up to meet this. And it's a little asymmetric, and I did that on purpose. Like the Okay, so there we go, right? So normally I would put designer series papers or I would stamp something, but I have been eyeballing this shaded spruce ribbon, and I am going to use this on my panels. So let me cut a couple of these. And we're going to use tear and tape to secure it to the panel.
That ribbon is so big. I was having a hard time using it, but I like kind of just putting it like that.
Yeah, yep. It is 7/8 of an inch. So the whole idea is this is going to go on here. And so this ribbon will be underneath it. So we have to be careful though, because we only want to put adhesive on this side or one side. so that you can open the card. So I'm actually, I think, going to put it on here. And yes, I see the mess on the back of my circles. Okay, so I'm going to go right here. Come on. And I'm going to put a little smaller piece like right. What am I doing? It goes here. Lord have mercy, Julie.
Oh.
Oh, yes. So I want it here. So I want to put it here. Get those fibers off there. So we're going to put one here. And one next to it. I can't wait to see what you're doing with this.
You're gonna love it.
I always do, Jules.
I'm working on it right now. I'm trying to
Okay.
get ready so that I can film my project next. Of course, when you're watching this at home, you'll already have seen, but we don't know yet.
That's right. All right, so we're going to put this guy right here. We'll do the same thing on the other side to secure the ribbon. All right. I do love our tear and tape. So, Julie, are you going to have trick-or-treaters this year?
I mean, we usually do. Do you mean are my kids trick-or-treating?
Yes.
Um, this is the first year. I don't know.
Okay.
We have had trick-or-treaters every year. In fact, now this is maybe controversial, but like last year, Thomas and Elise, his girlfriend, they did trick or treat, even though they're 21. Um, Personally, I feel like anyone who comes to my door in a costume, I'm handing out candy. I don't care if they're 20, if they're 10. Like the whole idea is it's just supposed to be fun, you know? Now,
Absolutely.
I don't know if they're gonna go this year, but my high schoolers are kind of on the fence too. I think Anna's going to hang
Okay.
out with some friends, and I don't know if they'll be trick or treating. Um, I'm not sure. Elise didn't go trick or treating last year, so um, I'm not sure. We're going to be passing out candy, and I went to Sam's Club and bought full size candy bars. I always
Look
like
at
being,
you.
I know, I always like being that house, you know. Hopefully, I got enough. Um, but I also hope that I have more than enough so that I have extras of my favorite.
Oh, well, your cousin Nina, her kids like to trick or treat in our neighborhood, so they are coming over. Okay, look
Fun.
at that. Ta-da.
Do you guys pass out candy?
You know, we went several years where we didn't because we weren't getting trick-or-treaters, but they're coming back. And so the last couple of years, yeah, we've sat out in porch and moved out over costumes and passed out candy. Mm.
It's always so
Okay,
much fun.
yep. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on my inside. And then we'll finish up on the outside. Now, what I've decided to do is I'm changing my mind as we go here.
That's allowed.
It is. It is. It is. All right. So I'm going to take this guy off. I'm going to put this guy on. So this, from our house to yours, fits in this tree. but you need to kind of stamp it down because it's so narrow at the top that you're going to miss letters there. So do I want to emboss that? Should I emboss it, Julie, in gold?
Oh,
Let's do that. Let's do that. Our little rosin bag. Find the Versamark. If it doesn't work, I'll make you a new one.
no. I'm sure it's
Right.
gonna be great.
So our house to yours. So I'm going down, going down. I have changed my mind on things and elements that I have done for this card. I don't even want to tell you how many times. All right, I'm going to clean this up later. I tried doing this sentiment, one of the many versions, on the outside, on the front,
Mm-hmm.
and I just didn't love it because of all the shaper elements in there. It kind of
Oh yeah.
fighting with each other here. Hope I need a little more. And so I thought, nope, we're not going to do that. So from our house to yours.
Oh.
And I debated about a greeting. I had pulled out um, sending Christmas wishes, but I think I'm just going to let the shaker speak for itself in terms of that. I did emboss some presents and pulled out my gold foil with the star.
I'm so glad you used that because I was just thinking I haven't used the presents yet and I wish
Yeah,
I had.
yeah. I looked at it and thought, we need presents under these trees. I just wasn't sure how many. Okay. It's coming together. So I am going to just kind of spread these gifts out along the bottom here. And do I want more than 3? No, I think that's good, hey?
I think 3 is a good number.
So you know what? I'm going to put one kind of standing horizontal. That's what I'm going to do. How many of you at home have this? And do you like it?
I think this is one of those that have been kind of flying under the radar because there's so many other amazing things that are capturing everyone's attention.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So what do you think? Maybe, I know, let's put a present under here.
Oh, yeah.
And I think then, unless you think it needs more bling somewhere, and I debated about taking another green shaded spruce and putting it along here. I don't know that it matters that much. What do
Hmm.
you think?
It wouldn't hurt, but I think it's fine without it.
Yeah, I may add one. I don't know. Anyway, here's my project.
Love it. I love all the green.
So here's a this or that for you. This I pulled it off accidentally, so I got to put it back on. So my original thought is I wanted color underneath it. So I
Mm.
took a piece of shaded spruce and I stamped this image, but you really can't even see it, right? Can you tell
Yeah,
there's something?
I mean, no, I can't really see it, but I think the camera is um
Even in front of me, it's difficult to see.
well
And
you
then what I did was I did a bunch of trees.
yeah.
And then here's this one from our house to yours on the inside. So, but in terms of the images on the front, do you like something dark behind the shaker as of this? Or do you like it all on basic white, which is that? So give me a
I
this that.
I like the darker, and I would say emboss the image in gold.
Yeah.
But I think the green tree really pops.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
probably make another one and do that. And also on this one, I added some other different elements that are on the last chance list and then
Oh
changed.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, those little clear iridescent ones. They're still available, but they are on the last chance list. But for this one, I decided to go all gold. So maybe what I'll do, Julie, is I will emboss the image in gold. The other question is, do you like just a couple trees on there, or do you like the smattering of trees?
I
Because
do
go
I
ahead.
do like the extra trees in the background. I think it just fills it up a little.
Okay. And I was wondering if they were just too much. That was my worry. So I thought, well, I'll do kind of one of each and
Yeah.
put it out there and let everybody tell me what they like better. So anyway, I'm going to flip my camera back and take one more quick peek before we say what we say, if that makes any sense. Here it is.
What a great card. I'm definitely feeling in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, I think it's a fun set. I wish I had more time to play with it, but what I've done, I really liked. So um, just let us know what you think. All right. Well, on that happy, happy note, enjoy this fall weather. It's cooling off, so it's feeling pretty good. And Jules, do you have any final words of wisdom?
I don't. No, just yeah.
All
Just
right.
this rainy fall weather is perfect stamping weather. So stay in and make a card.
Yes, it is. So until next Sunday, Stamping with Susan and Julie, thank you so much for watching. We do appreciate each and every one of you. And Jules, I'll talk to you soon. Love
All
you.
right. Love you too. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.